live from Daytona Beach, Florida. It is the 42 Classic, Game 2 for the Creekside Knights as they take on the number 3 team in Florida, the Windermere Wolverines. And it's time now to send you down to the field for the starting lineups and the national anthem out here at Jackie Robinson Ballpark.
The second baseman, number 11, Jacob Bateman. The third baseman, number 18, Sebastian Vargas. And pitching for this evening, number 7, Xavier Roman. And now for the Creekside Knights. Leading off the Knights is the left fielder, number 4, Zach Jackson. The designated hitter is number 8, Hunter Schlick. Catcher, number 3, Connor Bell's. Third baseman, number 1, Parker Morton. The right fielder, number 13, Drew Williams. The center fielder, number 6, Michael Beichen. First baseman, number 7, Tavern Lindsay. The second baseman, number 16, Anthony Romeo. The shortstop is number 2, Aiden Belichick. And pitching this evening for the Creekside Knights is number 12, Nick Romeo. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please stand and remove your hats while we play our national anthem.
And it is time for baseball here on Schlick Sports and at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Hello, everyone, and welcome into this broadcast on Schlick Sports. I am Noah Schlicksa bringing you this evening's action. Creekside and Windermere battling it out to advance in the 42 Classic. And this is a big-time matchup. Creekside coming off of a win over number 7 in the state, Haggerty, yesterday, a game in which Creekside came from behind and won by a score of 6-4, taking down the Huskies. Windermere is coming off their own win against Haggerty. That came on Monday, and they also beat Spruce Creek the game before that, 2 teams that Creekside has faced and beaten this season. Windermere, the number 3 team in the state. Creekside has faced a tough schedule, faced their fair share of teams in that top 10. In those games, Creekside so far 2-3. Trying to get to 500 against FHSAA top 10 teams tonight. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups. First for Windermere, they are led off by Diego Rodriguez, followed by Randy Ruiz and Joey Waddingham. Heart of the order for the Wolverines, Dublin Warren, Freynar Albornez, and Jose Calzadilla. 7-8-9, Diego Borjas, Jacob Bateman, and Sebastian Vargas. Out on the mound for the Creekside Knights, Nick Romeo. Romeo gets the start for the Creekside Knights. The senior stands at 6'0", 185, coming off of a great performance on senior night against the Nice Panthers. He went 4 one-hit innings, throwing a shutout, struck out 5 without walking a batter. On the season, he has gone 18 2/3 in 5 appearances, carrying a record of 2-2 and an ERA at 4.50. He has struck out 20 while walking 6. Had some rough starts, had some really good ones. The Knights lefty has been good on the mound for a long time for the Creekside Knights, and will look to build off the good momentum of his last start against a very tough order in Windermere. The Wolverines come into this one outscoring their opponents 100-37. This is an offense that hits 296. They have not lost a step since last year, in which they were state runner-up. This Windermere team graduated 13 seniors, including Ty Head, who's now at NC State, who's a top 10 prospect in the state of Florida. Leadoff base hit up the middle for Diego Rodriguez, and Windermere in business. Leadoff base runner. That brings up Randy Ruiz. This team lost some D1 players. They don't have as many college commitments on this year's roster, but they are still a very good baseball team, one of the best in the state. They've got plenty of talent. A little bit younger than they were last year. And with a new head coach, they are still at the top of their game. Led by Brian Adkins in his first season as the Windermere head coach. Took over this year for Eric Lassiter, who stepped down before the season. Adkins pitched at UCF, was previously a longtime assistant at Windermere, the pitching coach last season. Fly ball into left field. Going back on that one is Zach Jackson. He makes the catch. One away. Good contact on that one. In the end, it is out number one. Time now to take a look at the defensive alignment for the Creekside Knights. It's Jackson, Bisham, and Williams in the outfield. Third baseman is Parker Morton with Benechek and Romeo up the middle. Tavern Blancett at first. And behind the plate, Connor Belizik. 1 on, 1 out. There's a strike to Joey Waddingham. His brother Jack graduated last year. He was on that Windermere team that was state runner-up. Now a freshman playing baseball at Stetson. Two-strike count on the DH for Windermere. Swing and a miss, strike three, 2 down. Nick Romeo bouncing back from that leadoff single, gets the fly out and a strikeout, brings up Dublin Warren, the first baseman. Warren wears 91, something you don't see very often in baseball. Hits .344, leads the team with 13 RBIs. Right here, grounds one to second. Romeo on to the shortstop, Benechek for the force at second, and that ends the inning. Nick Romeo gives up the single, sets the next 3 men down in order. First chance for the Creekside Knights when we return in Daytona Beach.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Welcome back to Jackie Robinson Ballpark as we take a look at the batting order for the Creekside Knights. The Knights are led off by Zach Jackson, followed by Schlegel and Belizick. Morton Williams and Bisham make up the heart of the order, and Tavern Blansett, Aiden Benechek, and Tony Romeo, 7, 8, 9. Out on the mound for Windermere, Xavier Roman, the sophomore, stands at 5'10", 160. He's coming off of a start against Olympia in which he went 3 2/3, didn't give up a run. He struck out 5 while walking 1. Windermere ended up losing that game by a score of 5-4, one of 2 losses they have on the season. As Jackson into the batter's box, takes strike 1. Roman had a rough start on February 21st against Bishop Moore. He went 2 innings, giving up 6 runs, 5 earned. Since then, he's made 3 appearances, gone over 10 innings, only allowed 1 earned run. 2 strikes on Zach Jackson. This season, Roman has gone 16 1/3, got a record of 2-0, 2.57 ERA. That is a really good ERA, somehow the highest on this Windermere roster. They have pitched 7 guys this season, none of them with an ERA over 2.60. 2-2 count. Jackson slaps this one foul, stays alive. The Knights' leadoff man awaits his 6th pitch, fouls it off. Zach Jackson hasn't put up very good numbers so far this season, but one thing that makes him so valuable, when he gets on base, he can steal, but he gets up there in the leadoff spot, he fights, he puts up good ABs, and he sees a lot of pitches. Pitch number 7 is fouled away. Jackson keeps on battling. Roman into the windup. And another foul ball from Zach Jackson. That one sailed up over the grandstand and outside of this nearly 111-year-old stadium. Turned 111 in June. Outside, ball 3. Full count on Zach Jackson. This will be pitch number 10 of the first plate appearance of the game for the Creekside Knights. They act as the home team in tonight's contest. The pitch is popped up, shallow right center. That ball is caught by the center fielder, Diego Rodriguez, 1 away. Great fight there between Xavier Roman and Zach Jackson, and though he does go down, he just made the starting pitcher throw 10 pitches to get 1 out. And his guys have gotten a little look at this starting pitcher now as they step up behind Jackson. And first man up is Hunter Schlegel. Takes a ball low. 1-0. Roman Roman has walked only 6 in 16 1/3. Doesn't strike out too many batters. Just 10 on the season. Opponent's hitting .212 against him. Glove by the second baseman, throw on to first. A foot first slide into first base by Hunter Schlegel, something you don't see very often. It ends up a 4-1 ground out. First two men down in order, brings up Connor Belizik. Belizik has had 5 multi-hit games in his last 6 contests, hitting .523, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Fouls off this first pitch. Strike one. 71 degrees out here in Daytona. The wind blowing at 7 miles per hour. When I was down there on the field before the game, looked like it was blowing out to left field. Much different than what we were seeing yesterday, where the wind was blowing in hard from center field. Couldn't open any windows up here in the press box. Foul tip, strike 2. Xavier Roman looking over towards his dugout. Takes a look at a wristband which he has on his left arm. The 1-2. Outside for a ball. Creekside riding a 4-game win streak. They are 5-2 in the month of March, hitting .315 as a team this month. Ball 3, count full on Connor Belizik. Belizik looking to extend the inning. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Creekside sees a lot of pitches but can't manufacture anything in the first. On to the second. We are scoreless in the 42 Classic. Welcome back to the newly designated national landmark, Jackie Robinson Ballpark, taking a look at the manual scoreboard right next to the video board out in left field. Nick Romeo on the mound. Tosses a ball to Freynar Albornez. The sun's starting to set behind the third baseline. Just behind those third base bleachers. We are in a beautiful area of Daytona. Currently set on an island in the middle of the Halifax River. Across the river, you got Daytona Beach, downtown, and on the left side of the river from us, swing and a miss, strike two. Got a nice river walk, some great shops. Had some food over there before. A lot of sailboats set up in the shipyard behind us. Couldn't picture much better scenery for some baseball. Outside with the slurve, that's ball 4 to Albornez. Calzadilla, the shortstop coming up. Leadoff man reaches for the second straight inning. We've got a courtesy runner out there. Can't quite get a read on the number. Hard line drive right at Benechek. The shortstop throws to first. They will not be able to get the runner for two. But the line out retires Calzadilla. And that's out number one, brings up Borjas. Pickoff move. Close play just in time is the base runner. I believe it is Jabari Anderson. Strike one to the Windermere left fielder. Borjas hitting .238 on the season. Takes a swing at that one down and away. 0-2 count. Borjas with 6 RBIs, 2 extra base hits. Bats in the 7 spot for the Wolverines. The 0-2 from Romeo. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Romeo with the strikeout sets up Jacob Bateman with a runner on first. 2 gone. Bateman hitting .286, OPS at .817. Gets on base a lot, .484 mark. He has walked 7 times. No Colin Thacker in the lineup. Oh, they got him on the pickoff move. Nick Romeo picks off Anderson and ends the inning. Leadoff man reaches, and for the second straight inning, Romeo responds. On to the bottom of the second on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside 25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. It is a great night for baseball, maybe some sand volleyball, as you can take a look at those people playing behind right center field. Got people walking around the river. Saw someone fishing right outside the ballpark earlier. Picture perfect spring night. Not a cloud in the sky. As Parker Morton swings and fouls one back, strike one. 0-0 our score between Windermere and Creekside. The Wolverines led off both the first and the second inning by getting their leadoff man on. Both times unable to bring him home, even advance him to second. Third baseman creeping in, that's Vargas. Morton swinging, sends it up the middle towards second. Bateman gloves it, throws to first, and retires Morton for out number one. Creekside saw a lot of pitches in the first inning. They weren't able to get anything going. Roman delivers with his 19th pitch. It's a strike to Drew Williams, the right fielder. Williams is 4 of 10 at the plate in the month of March. Hitting .333 on the season. Drives this one into left center field. Good contact and a jumping catch from Diego Rodriguez. He read that one wrong, nearly went over his head. And that would have been trouble for Windermere had that been the case, as the left fielder, Borjas, I don't think would have been able to get to it. That would have gotten to the wall. Williams has good speed. That's a chance maybe to score. Instead is a fly out to center field, and that brings up Michael Bysham. He's hitting .400 in the month of March. In yesterday's contest against Haggerty, Bysham picked up 2 hits, a single and a double, stole a base, and drove in a run. Not a bad day at the office. Swings through that heater. 0-2 count on Michael Bysham. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Lined hard but foul. The 2-strike pitch. He rung him up on the outside, and that one ends the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard through 2. Creekside and Windermere in Daytona Beach. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. Jacob Bateman back up to the plate. He was up to face Romeo as the second inning ended, where the courtesy runner was picked off at first base to end the inning. Top of the third, scoreless so far between the Wolverines and the Knights. Strike one. Bateman swings through that one, quickly 0-2. Romeo has allowed 2 base runners, 1 on a hit, 1 on a walk, and both were the leadoff men in the first 2 innings. The 1-2 offering. He got him. Strike 3. 1 down in the third. Brings up Vargas. The third baseman with 1 away. Takes one right down the heart of the plate. Strike 1. That looked to be in a similar spot that's been getting called so far. Got a ball off the outside of the plate. Ruled ball 1 there, and then followed by a foul ball for strike 2. It's always interesting to try to figure out the umpire zones early in a game, get a feel for it. And I enjoy the bird's eye view directly above home plate. It gives you a good vantage point at the inside and the outside. And then I read the catcher's mitt for up and down. Swing and a miss at strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts. Nick Romeo sets him down, puts it back to the top of the order, and Diego Rodriguez. Rodriguez singled his first time up. Sends this one up the middle, and it is down for a base hit in center field. Mishandled by Bysham. Won't be enough for Rodriguez to try for second. 2-out single brings up Randy Ruiz as the top of the order trying to put together a 2-out rally. First pitch strike. Ruiz flew out to left his first time up. He's behind 0-2 right here. Romeo with the check towards first. That one went off the glove of Blancett and up the right field line. Heading for third is Rodriguez. Blancett will throw to the shortstop, Benechek, and in at third is Diego Rodriguez. I'm not sure what happened there. Blancett is looking right into the sun at first base. You've been seeing him and also that base runner, Rodriguez, guarding his eyes with his arm. Heard it go off the mitt. And that changes things. A base hit now scores Rodriguez. 2 outs in the inning, a 1-2 count. Romeo looking for the strikeout, and he got it. 5th strikeout already for Nick Romeo. He leaves a runner on third. Still scoreless when we return.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
on to the bottom of the third inning. It has been 6 up, 6 down so far for the Creekside Knights. Xavier Roman has been perfect so far in this game, and Blancett, Romeo, Benechek trying to change that. First pitch swinging. Tavern Blancett fights one back. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Digging in the dirt. 0-2 on Tavern Blancett. Two-strike offering here from Roman. Misses outside. 1-2. Tavern Blancett has been swinging it well for Creekside. Came up with a big-time hit. An RBI single, which plated the tying run in the 6th inning yesterday. Fouls another one off. And that one is into the river. Two balls and 2 strikes on Tavern Blancett. Takes ball 3. Count goes full. This already the 3rd full count scenario of the game for Xavier Roman and Creekside hitters. The payoff pitch. Blancett thought it was ball 4. Home plate umpire did not agree. One away for the Creekside Knights. Brings up Tony Romeo. I gotta imagine for hitters dealing with the shadows is a bit of an issue right now. The sun, as Romeo bloops this one down the left field line, running in hard and making the catch is Boras. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. It's released on the mound in direct sunlight, and it crosses into the shade right after the pitcher releases it. I'd imagine that makes it a little harder to read the ball, as that one fouled back off the mask of the home plate umpire. He's back up and will be given a minute. Umpire seems to be saying that he is all good. I think they're grabbing him some water. And it looks like he will be good to continue. Benechek at the plate. It's an 0-1 count. Creekside has plated 34 runs over their last 5 games. That's an average of 6.8 per game. The offense has been doing well lately, but they have been quiet so far in this one. First 8 men down in order. With 2 outs in the bottom of the third, Aiden Benechek trying to change that. Swings and sends a slow chopper to second, charging and throwing to first. Bateman beat him by a step with the throw, and that will retire the side. Still nothing doing for Creekside in the third. You are watching Creekside Baseball on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Top of the 4th inning, both offenses have been quiet in this one. Windermere has managed to get a base runner on in each of the first 3, but still no runs for them. Nick Romeo working well. He's been very efficient out there, throwing a lot of strikes. 0-2 is the count on Waddingham. One ball, 2 strikes. Missing away. Romeo delivers. Missing again outside, 3-2. He's been working on trying to hit that outside corner. We'll see if he switches him up now. Does he go with the heater or something else? Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Waddingham at the plate. And that is the 6th for Nick Romeo on the mound. Hard grounder to first, handled by Blansett. Runs over to the base. 1 pitch, and Dublin Warren is retired. Brings up Albornez. Albornez has made 29 plate appearances this year, hitting .318. Windermere, without Colin Thatcher in the lineup, or Thacker, I should say, and he has been their top bat this season, hitting .400, OPS at 1,265. He's got 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 15 walks. He has been a force at the plate. Not in the lineup in this one, you'd have to assume due to injury or illness. The 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Albornez drew a walk his first time up. But Thacker down as a catcher as the position that Albornez is playing in this one. The 3-2. Sky to shallow center. Coming in, Bisham going out and making the catch is Aiden Benechek. 1-2-3 inning for Nick Romeo and the Creekside Knights. We've got a bit of a pitcher's duel going on Schlick Sports.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Got a boater out there as the sun's setting in Daytona Beach. I tell you, this place gives me so many good options to come out of the commercial with something other than just the baseball field. You can zoom the camera in on anything. You can see everything. There's a seagull with a fish yesterday, right over the press box. Top of the order coming up for Creekside, as it has been a phenomenal start for Xavier Roman. 9 up, 9 down. Perfect through 3. Zach Jackson shows bunt, pulls back, takes one for a ball in the dirt. It's interesting. I see him looking down at his left arm. He's got a band on there. I don't see that too often with pitchers. You see that a little bit in the major leagues now with the new pitch com. I don't know if that's a pitch com device they're using or what. Jackson lays down a good bunt, third base line. They're going to let that one roll foul, and smartly. That was a bunt single if they had picked that up. One and two. Swings at the 2-strike pitch, sends it out of play. Is this a new roof out here? You got a new roof on top of the grandstand, part of the big renovations. Just breaking it in right here as Jackson laces one to left center. That one is down. First hit of the game for the Creekside Knights, courtesy of Zach Jackson. Leadoff man aboard. Brings up Schlegel. He grounded out his first time up. Schlegel this season with that batting average up over 300. Jackson with the good lead on first, pickoff move, and he is back in time. I'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit, give you a view of that. Jackson is a threat to steal, one of the top base stealers for the Creekside Knights. He's got 5. We'll see if the Knights want to try to get him into scoring position. Schlegel is a really good bunter, and I'm surprised he hasn't tried to lay one down. Highly unlikely that he would with 2 strikes, but hey, you never know with Creekside. They love that bunt. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game for Xavier Roman. Brings up Connor Belizic. One on, one out. Strike 1 across the plate. Belizic struck out his first time up. Check throw, Jackson back in time as the throw beat him. Warren unable to apply the tag in time. One on, one out, and a 1-1 count. Runner goes, pitch, misses for a ball, throw down to second. Will not get Jackson as the ball came out on the tag. Runner into scoring position, and a 2-1 count. And it looks like the shortstop, Calzadilla, is hurt. He's grabbing his hand. I think he might have dislocated something. As he is not moving his left hand. And it looks like the trainer is out taking a look at it. They're talking right now, looking at it. Not sure if it cleat caught the hand, the ball. And it looks like Calzadilla will not continue as he is walking off the field. Coming into the game to replace him is Noah Townsend. Townsend, the senior middle infielder. Just 5 plate appearances this year, and he's taken over for a guy who's hitting .300, tied for the team lead in RBIs. And you hate to see that for Calzadilla and Windermere. Already down Thacker. Hope for the best there with Calzadilla. Two balls and a strike on Belizik. He's got 16 RBIs. A runner in scoring position is Zach Jackson. Takes down and away, 3-1. Parker Morton, the man on deck. A chance for Creekside in the 4th, really their first opportunity of the game, as this is their first base runner. They've been able to get him into scoring position with the stolen base. And with the way Roman's throwing, this is a very good pitching team as well, a lot of depth. You're not going to have many chances. Got to make the most of them. Belzik chops this one foul. Nice play there by Coach King. Coach King, after the last 2 nights' wins, has done some gymnastics on his way to the huddle. Doing a handspring. Caught it on the corner of the camera yesterday. Ball 4 to Belizik. Put 2 on with 1 out. Parker Morton to the plate. He grounded out to second his first time up. Corner infielders coming in. Morton showing bunt. And stepping off is Roman. Morton, it's a slash. Chopper, that is backhanded. What a play. They're not going to get the out at third. Everyone is safe. A bunt single for Morton. Bases are loaded. That was number 13. It's not Calzadilla. I had him mixed up. He's down on the lineup card as the shortstop. The man who exited was Jacob Bateman. Infield in. So Bateman is the one who is out. Calzadilla has moved over to shortstop. And in at second base is Noah Townsend. Bases loaded, the 1-0. Down low, 2-0 on Drew Williams. He made good contact to center his first time up. That would do the trick right here. What a slash there, though, by Parker Morton. Showed bunt, pulled back, a little chopper. Calzadilla did a great job keeping it on the infield, but couldn't make a play with it. 2-0 count. The pitch to Williams. Into the zone for a strike. 2 singles and a walk have loaded the bases for Creekside with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-1 to Williams is chopped back to the mound. Throw goes home, and it is wild. 1 run scores. Heading for the plate, Belizik. He is in. Knights lead 2-0. Great job there by Williams. Put it in play. And sometimes that's all you have to do. 2 runs in, 2 more in scoring position. Now Michael Bysham with runners on second and third. Infield remains in. Runners are going. This one's blooped out to shallow left field. It is caught. Throw goes to second. It will not beat Williams. Runners going home. Morton hung up between home and third. He's back safely. Chaos on the base paths. I think Bysham missed the sign. It was supposed to be a suicide squeeze. Two still in scoring position, now with 2 outs. Blansett swings through strike 1. The 0-1. Back up the middle and down for a single. Scoring is Morton. Headed for home is Williams. He is in! 4-0 Creekside. Tavern Blansett with 2 outs. Brings in 2 more. Knights in control. 4-0. Big time inning from these Knights bats. Xavier Roman had not allowed a base runner entering the 4th. Just a lot of small ball being played by the Knights. They've capitalized on some defensive miscues. Four runs in. Blansett on first. Romeo at the plate, takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Tony Romeo. Just a little over halfway into this game. A big inning here for the Knights. Windermere in trouble. And the Knights trying to make this one even more dangerous. Windermere, the number 3 team in the state of Florida. Back up the middle from Tony Romeo, and it will be a base hit. Bounced off the glove at second base of Townsend. That one should have been into center field. A nice diving effort to keep it on the infield. A single for Romeo. Cackle-Reese will run for Tavern Blansett, now in scoring position. And we're going to have a visit on the mound. And this is going to do it for Xavier Roman. Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you're ready to make a change on your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Back after this break on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Bottom of the fourth inning, 4 runs in for Creekside, 2 on, 2 out. And the new pitcher is Yomar Infante in this pitching change, brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you are ready to make a change on your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Infante making his 3rd appearance of the season. He's pitched 3 innings, hasn't allowed a run yet. Infante inherits runners on first and second. Benechek at the plate. The lights turn on right as that pitch is into the zone. Two on, 2 out, and 2 strikes. Infante to the plate. Pop fly, shallow left center. That ball is caught by the left fielder, Boreas, to end the inning. But Creekside strikes for 4. They entered this inning without a base runner, and second time around, they did some damage. 4-run advantage for the Knights at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Welcome back to the Jack, where it is 4-0 Creekside in the top of the 5th inning. The Knights searching for a big-time win over Windermere, knocked off the number 7 team in the state yesterday, looking to take down the FHSAA's number 3 in this one. Last year's state runner-up fell in extra innings to Stoneman Douglas. Windermere has similar aspirations for this year. They are the number 2 team in 7A, only behind Stoneman. This is a Final Four state championship type team, and Creekside in control of this ball game. This would be a statement win for the Creekside Knights if they can keep this one going. Slow roller to third. Morton grabs it, throws across the diamond, and retires him for out number 1. But this is the type of game that Creekside has become more confident in. This is not the same team we saw a few weeks ago. Things are starting to come together for them, especially at the plate. I mentioned the numbers on them and what they've accomplished in March, but also on the mound, the pitching is coming together in a big way. You're seeing them find their bullpen, work out roles for guys in late innings, and the starters getting into a rhythm. In this 4-game win streak, the pitchers have allowed just 1 earned run. These are quality opponents and offenses they're facing. They've got a 186 team ERA in March, 0.98 if you exclude the March 7th game against Bartram Trail. I'd say the one area that Creekside remains inconsistent in and needs to clean up, which we haven't seen anything from them tonight that's hurt, is defense, where they have had some struggles and put them in big-time trouble yesterday against Haggerty. Out into left center, Benechek ranges back and makes the catch. The shortstop covering some ground there. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. But this is a Creekside team that at the start of the year, they weren't shy about it talking. The eyes are on the Final Four. Getting to Fort Myers, competing. And these are the types of teams that you have to beat. Haggerty, Spruce Creek, Windermere. That's a team you beat when you get to Fort Myers. And Creekside has been tested. They've got a very tough region. Got Timber Creek again, Winter Park, both having very good seasons. Spruce Creek, Haggerty. They're going to have to earn their way to the Final Four. And once you get there, you're greeted by a team like Windermere. That's the team that knocked out Timber Creek, the team that eliminated Creekside in the regional finals last year with some help from Mother Nature. Two outs and a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss, 3-2 on the newly entered second baseman, Noah Townsend. The 3-2 pitch misses outside for ball 4. And the inning will continue. I think Romeo wanted that call, but looks pretty outside from up here. Brings up Vargas. 1 out. 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the 5th inning, 4-0 Creekside, and Windermere trying to bounce back from that 4-run inning the Knights put up on offense. I'd say the lighting a little more friendly now for the hitters as the shadows have ceased. And the stadium lights on. Romeo in his 5th inning of work. The top of the order due up after Vargas. Back up the middle and through into center. Back-to-back base runners with 2 outs. And a chance now for Diego Rodriguez, the leadoff man, who is 2 for 2. To bring him home. Rodriguez with a pair of singles. And that should do the trick for the Wolverines to score their first run if he's able to replicate it right here. 2 on, 2 out. Popped up, out of play. Windermere's losses this year have come to West Orange, who's 11-4, and Olympia, who is 7-7. They've not been invincible, but they've been very good. That one, judging from what I picked up on the field, Mike, sounded high. Back into the zone, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Diego Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 out. And a chance for Romeo to escape the jam. The pitch is sent to left center. That ball is off the glove of Zach Jackson. 1 run scores, 2 runs are in. And on the error, Windermere back into this ball game. That was a tough play for Jackson in left field, but if it hits the glove, you're expected to catch it. And right there, he did not. It looked like he might have overran it a little bit in left center field. Kind of had to reach up behind him. Now the tying run at the plate. That is a big pair of runs for Windermere as they've now got some momentum and are back into striking distance in the 5th inning. Chris King meeting with Nick Romeo on the mound. No one in the bullpen for Creekside. I got a feeling that if they go to anyone in this, it's going to be Michael Bysham, who's in center field. Drew Williams pitched yesterday. They're without Christian Rodriguez and Will Wood. Xander Brown also threw yesterday. Hudson Hyatt's available. Reese Knight is there. So I'd say it's a good bet to say that Michael Bysham would be the next man up. The 3-1. Into the zone. Count runs full on Randy Ruiz. He is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. 2 runs in on the 2-out rally. Romeo trying to put a cap on that. Misses inside, and the inning will continue with the tying run now on first base. Joey Waddingham is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Romeo has faltered here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. A chance to tie this one up for Windermere. Ground ball is through into left, and they will hold up the runner on third. Bases are loaded, tying run into scoring position. A walk, a single, an error, and a walk and a single with 2 outs. Dublin Warren, his 3rd time around seeing Romeo. Full windup and the pitch. Chop foul, strike 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Romeo will step off. There's someone up in the bullpen now for Creekside. The 1-2. Up and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is Samuel Chung throwing for the Knights. The 2-2 from Nick Romeo. Nearly hit him. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nick Romeo leaves the bases loaded, but 2 runs do score for Windermere. Back to a 2-run game when we return. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside 25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. Take a look at that sky. That's a baseball sky up over Daytona Beach. Bottom of the 5th inning. These offense starting to wake up. Creekside plated 4 their last time up at the plate, batted around. And Windermere with 2, but stranding the bases loaded in the top half of this 5th inning. They got themselves back into the ballgame with it. It's the leadoff man, Zach Jackson. Final line on Xavier Roman. The starter goes 3 2/3. Gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, diving stop, throw to first. Nice play there by Sebastian Vargas. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. After a bit of a rough inning for Nick Romeo, Michael Bysham and Samuel Chung throwing for Creekside in the bullpen. Creekside needs 6 more outs. They've got a 2-run lead They'd feel much better if they had some more runs. Schlegel sends one the other way. That is down in left field. He's going to stay put on first with a single. Goes the other way. Gets it down for a base hit. Belizik is 0 for 1. He walked and scored an inning ago. Shows bunt, pulls back, check throw to first. Got Schlegel. Just a costly error on the base paths. And a mistake you cannot make at this point of the game, at any point in the game. Just like that, 2 outs. Belizik, not the guy you'd normally expect to lay down a bunt. They were ready to use him, though. Now he's back to swinging away, but the base is empty. Three balls, 1 strike on Connor Belizik. Takes outside his second walk of the night. And there's a 2-out base runner for the Creekside Knights. Brings up Parker Morton. He singled his last time up. One on for the Creekside Knights. Morton takes one that bounces in front of the plate. Jonah Libby takes second base. Runner into scoring position with 2 outs. Back up the middle, into center field. Libby headed for the plate, and he will score. Parker Morton delivers with 2 outs. 5-2 Creekside. Big time knock there by the senior. Hard contact up the middle, just got past the glove of Noah Townsend. Base is empty, 2 outs. That's a scenario where a few weeks ago, you're not expecting a run for the Creekside Knights. They were not good with 2 outs. That's the second straight inning where there's been 2 outs, and they have found ways to manufacture runs. Get the walk, take second base, send one to center field just like that. You got another run on the board. Scrambling to pick the ball up and make the throw. A collision at first between Williams and Warren as he tried to reach back and catch the ball. Looks like everyone is okay. And that will end the inning. Creekside gets one on the RBI single from Parker Morton. 5-2 Creekside as we hit the top of the 6th.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget, the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Oh, well, that is sideways, but trying to show you guys a shot of what you can't see from this angle at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. There's a better shot of what this looks like below the press box. That last shot taken from left field before the game. The first one from the grandstands below the press box. This stadium seats 4,200. You've got the old grandstand with the poles, the columns coming out of the bleachers and holding up the roof and the rooftop press box, one of the few remaining in baseball. The grandstand behind the third base dugout. And then out in the outfield, you've got the old-time scoreboard, the manual scoreboard, I should call it, right next to the new video board. Some batting cages behind that left field corner. Got some fans hanging from the ceiling, some big fans. Keep the fans cool during the summertime out here in Daytona. Some of you don't see much anymore. And with these renovations they're making, they do a nice job of, it's tough to find that balance of keeping things modern, keeping things nice and up to date while also keeping the charm of the old-timey ballpark. They do a good job of that out here in Daytona. A full count on Albornoz. Romeo got him looking. Big-time strikeout to lead off the top of the 6th. Strikeout number 8 for the senior southpaw. Inside on Calzadilla. On the inside corner, 1-1. Windermere with the dugout, chanting, clapping, trying to get some energy as they trail by 3. They were able to play 2 with 2 outs in the 5th. Creekside with a big-time insurance run in the bottom of the 5th inning. You don't get that, especially after the out on the base paths. There's a lot of momentum for Windermere making that comeback. Able to get it back to a 3-run game. Now trying to hold on to that lead as there's a foul ball, 1-2. Ground ball, again foul down that third base line. The winner of this game will be back here at Jackie Robinson Ballpark tomorrow for the tournament semifinals. There's strike three, drop third strike. Belazic throws on to Blancett and will retire Calzadilla. 2 up, 2 down on the strikeout in the top of the 6th. And now it is Borjas. I was told before the game that is anticipated. I can't say this 100% certainty, but 4 o'clock is the expected first pitch for that game. The 1-0 sent out in front of the plate, bounced off the base runner. And that hit him as a fair ball, so it should be out number 3. I think he signaled it foul. But that ball was inside that first base line. Should be out number 3. And they're calling in the coaches. And it looks like the Windermere coach not happy about it. Creekside ready to celebrate. And it is out number 3. Romeo sets him down 1-2-3 in the 6th. And it is 5-2 Creekside.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
You are taking a look at a slingshot across the river. Someone's up there right now. Are they about to send him? I saw him do it earlier. I don't think I would ever do that. I'll be the first to admit, I am not the best with heights. That's a big no-no for me. As we get set for the bottom of the 6th inning. Creekside with a 5-2 lead. It's Hudson Hyatt hitting for Michael Bysham, who is warming up in the bullpen. So chances are that will end the 6-game hit streak for Mike Bysham. Bottom of the 6th inning, Creekside has plated all 5 of their runs in the last 2 innings. Outside 2-0. Hyatt awaits the third pitch. This one is skied to center. Ranging back, still going back, Rodriguez makes the play in front of the warning track. He got a hold of that ball. Probably went a good 370, 365. A lot of high school fields, that's close to a home run. But in a minor league baseball stadium, that's a fly out to center field, out number 1. Just noticing we have a pitching change here, brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you're ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. The new pitcher for Windermere in the ballgame is hold on a second. Ground ball to shortstop. Will retire Tavern Blancet. 2 quick outs for the new pitcher, Mick Strebig, the junior righty. He is making his 3rd appearance of the season. He's gone 3 innings, allowing 1 run, 1 earned. He earned the win in both of his previous 2 appearances. Trying to hold this one at a 3-run game and give his boys a chance in the 7th to put together a comeback. Ground ball, hardly hit out to short. Throw is bounced, close play, and they rule it got Romeo to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the new pitcher, Strebig. Creekside looks to close this one down. Last chance for Windermere when we return on Schlick Sports. Creekside Baseball is brought to you in part by Triple Crown Fence. Call today for a free estimate at 305-331-9377. That is Triple Crown Fence. Call today. New pitcher for the Creekside Knights is brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you are ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. It is Michael Bysham looking to close this one out for the Knights. Bysham has earned that role as the Creekside closer over the past couple seasons. The numbers on Bysham this year, he has pitched in 5 games, going 5 innings. He has got 2 saves and 2 opportunities. This is a save opportunity right here. His ERA at 140, struck out 3 while walking 3 out on the mound. He gets set to take on 8-9-1 for Windermere in the 7th. Creekside trying to upset the number 3 team in the state of Florida. Noah Townsend leading things off in the 7th. He's ahead 2-0 now on Bysham. Bysham steps off the rubber, gets the sign, comes set. The pitch into the zone for strike 1. I'm going to use this note while I can. 7th inning, and I want to make sure I get this in. Got a great insight before the game. The field umpire, KG Parker, his mom, the head golf coach at Notre Dame. I could use some lessons. I wonder if he'll help me out. My golf game's been struggling recently. The 3-1. Misses for ball 4. Leadoff walk in the 7th. That'll bring up Vargas. Trying to get on base as Diego Rodriguez, the leadoff man, is on deck representing the tying run. Xander Brown is up in the bullpen for Creekside. Nick Romeo, the Creekside starter. He goes 6 innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, neither of them earned, at least by my scoring. We'll see how that's scored afterwards. He walked 4 batters, struck out 9. One on, nobody out. Just outside, 2-0 on the third baseman. This one far from over. The 2-0 pitch into the zone for strike 1. Check throw down to first. Not in time, is ruled ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike on Sebastian Vargas. Bisham to the plate. Grounder out to short, backhanded by Benechek, throws on to second, and it gets past Romeo. Everyone will be safe. And that brings the tying run to the plate. Well, it was a great stop by Benechek, but he bounced the throw. And Creekside's defense, that's hurt them in a couple games this year. Can't allow this inning to spiral. Nobody out, tying run at the plate. First baseman Blancett is playing in, anticipating a bunt. Rodriguez is 2 for 3. Reached on an error his last time up, which drove in both runs. Runners on first and second. Bisham set. Here's the pitch. Down and in for a ball. Struggling to find the strike zone here. The 1-1 offering. Ground ball back to the mound. Bisham will just throw to first. Get the easy out. 1 away. Would have been a tough play getting that one to second. You can hear Chris King there talking about, I don't care about these two, referencing the runners on second and third. The one that really matters is the one at the plate, Randy Ruiz, representing the tying run in the 7th inning. And that's a dangerous move if you're Bisham at the high school level. You see major league pitchers airmail that throw to second base, fielding a ground ball. Got the sure out at first. 1 away, and he gets a strike in on Ruiz. He is 0 for 2, reached on a walk in the 5th. Chopper foul, 0-2. 2-strike count. Runners on second and third with one away. A 3-run lead for the Creekside Knights. Up high for a ball. Bisham with that fastball there. We'll see if he gives him the curve with 2 strikes. The pitch. Taken low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bisham versus Ruiz. The 2-2. Check swing, he did not go. Full count. Bisham set. Big time 3-2. Up high, ball 4, he walked him. Bases are now loaded and the tying run is on first base. Joey Waddingham singled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. Bases juice, 1 away. Tying run on first. Go-ahead run stands at the plate. First pitch strike. Dublin Warren is on deck. He is 0 for 3. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, that's strike 2. Bisham, a guy who seems to thrive in these high-pressure moments. The base is loaded. 2-strike count. Looking for a huge out number 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, that's strike 3. Windermere down to their final out. It's Dublin Warren, the last hope for the Wolverines. Townsend on third. Vargas stands on second. Ruiz, the runner, on first. 2 outs. The tying run on base. Creekside looking for the upset. First pitch. Ball 1. Bisham set. Here's Mike's 1-0. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count. We'll see if Warren gets aggressive. The pitch. Hit him. 1 run is in. The tying run is into scoring position. Chris King is walking out to the mound, and it looks like Gavin Dupre is entering the game, looking for the final out. Back after this pitching change. Tying run on second. Windermere down to their final out. Can Gavin Dupre seal the deal when we return after this break? Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside 25 to 904-980 8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brent and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Gavin Dupre has one appearance out of the bullpen this season in which he earned the save against Providence. He's trying to do the same right here. He needs one out. The tying run on second base for the Windermere Wolverines. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Strike at the knees to Frainer Albornez. This pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you're ready to make a change for your home or auto, go to bwquote.com. That one is into left field. They're sending him home. The throw from Jackson, not gonna get him. Throw to third, ends the inning. We're going to the bottom of the seventh, tied up 5 apiece on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Bottom of the seventh inning, Diego Rodriguez out of the bullpen after Windermere has tied it. It is 5-5 between the Creekside Knights and the Windermere Wolverines. The Knights had a 3-run lead entering the seventh inning. Windermere able to come back, plating 3. Frainer Albornez, the catcher, bringing home the tying run. And out on the base paths end of the inning, it is 9-1-2 up for Creekside. A chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. The new pitcher in this pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, Diego Rodriguez. When you're ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Rodriguez making his 6th appearance. He has 1 save this year. Gone 9 1/3 with an ERA at 0.75. 2-1 count on Aiden Benechek. Takes up and away, 3-1. If Benechek can get on base, he would represent the winning run. The 3-1 on a ground to third, 1 away. Brings up Zach Jackson. Jackson 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch, down and in for a ball. The 1-0. Nearly got him. 2 balls, no strikes on Zach Jackson. Rodriguez has walked 3 batters in 9 1/3. Two-0 count. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Bounces that pitch. 3-1. Belizik on in the hole. Schlegel on deck. Three balls and a strike. Count goes full. The lefty steps back on the mound, quickly into the windup. Jackson rips this one down the third baseline. It's a fair ball. Jackson is trying for second. The throw is a good one, and it got him. What a throw by Diego Borjas. I did not like that move to send him. Brings up Schlegel with 2 outs. Borjas got to that ball. He picked it up as Jackson hit first base. That's not the furthest throw for the left fielder. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Creekside DH. Two outs, base is empty. Schlegel swings at strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here it is. In the right-handed batter's box, 3-2. Full windup, the payoff pitch, outside, ball 4. And the winning run is on base. Belizik 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored twice. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch down and in, ball 1. Second pitch swung on and sent foul. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss at strike 2. That was a big hack from Belizik. Got to shorten up here with 2 strikes. The 2-strike offering is laced into left field. That's down for a base hit. Schlegel is trying for third. The throw is wide, and he is in safely. The winning run on third base. Hunter Schlegel representing the winning run 90 feet away. Parker Morton up to the plate. He is 2 for 3, had an RBI single in the 5th. Corner infielders on the grass. Morton can bunt. Creekside has not been afraid to throw down a 2-out bunt before. He's swinging. Takes ball 1. The 1-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. Winning run on third base. 2 outs. Tie ball game in the bottom of the 7th. Parker Morton trying to be the hero. Swings and misses, strike 2. Diego Rodriguez taking his time, trying to force extra innings. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside. No! No! You cannot call that strike 3. We're going to extras.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Shacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget, the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Shacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Free baseball now in the 8th inning. Windermere coming up to the plate to face Gavin Dupre. 5-5 ball game. 8th inning of baseball. It's 6, 7, 8 coming up. Calzadilla leading things off. Skies one to left. Jackson drops it. That was a routine flyout. Creekside played 4 clean innings on defense, and they have made some major errors. Showing bunt, bunting it foul is Borjas. Well, what's happened has happened. Creekside's got to find a way to put it all behind them and bounce back. Runner on first, an 0-1 count. There's the bunt, fielded by Dupre. Throw goes to first. There's out number 1. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Brings up Townsend. He's drawn 2 walks. Over the plate, looked like that was called ball low. The 1-0. Fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position, and Creekside needs some momentum. The energy, everything with Windermere right now. All outside, 2-1. Dupre back into the zone, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Count goes full, 3-2. Dupre set. The 3-2. Ball 4. He walked him. Free bases will hurt you. Creekside's given up 1 on an error, 1 on a walk. The leadoff man on deck is 2 for 4, and the man at the plate, Sebastian Vargas, 1 for 3. He's reached base the last 2 times up at the plate. Time call as the ball came out of the Creekside bullpen into left field. Two on, 1 out. Back up the middle. Glove by Romeo. Tags the base at second for out number 2. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Go ahead run on third base. Diego Rodriguez. He's got a pair of singles, 2 RBIs. 2 on, 2 out. Dupre set. The pitch. Strike. No, ball one. That one into the zone. 1-1 count. Calzadilla on third. Up and away. The sophomore Dupre on the mound. Trying to even this count back up. The runner goes. Called strike 2. Two runners in scoring position with 2 outs. A 2-2 count. Here comes Dupre. Check swing. Foul tip off the glove of Belizik. We'll do it again. Another 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. And another foul ball off the bat of Diego Rodriguez. Dupre's 2-2. Just outside. Half inning ago, that was strike 3. The 3-2. Out to center. Bisham makes the catch. And we remain tied going into the bottom of the 8th. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Playing on to the bottom of the 8th inning. We got 5, 6, 7 coming up. Williams, Bisham, Blansett in the bottom of the 8th inning. Drew Williams 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging, a chopper that is foul down that third base line. Creekside got the winning run to third last inning. They had 2 hits and a walk, weren't able to get the winning run home. The 0-1. Outside for ball 1. Williams had a 2-run single back in the 4th. The 1-1. Down and in, kicks to the backstop. Diego Rodriguez in his 2nd inning of work. Struggled a little bit with his control in the 7th. He's behind in the count right here. Gets back into the zone, making it 2-2. Rodriguez into the windup. He hit Williams. Leadoff man aboard. Michael Bysham. He had the walk-off tournament winner 2 years ago here at Jackie Robinson Ballpark in the first ever 42 Classic. That one came against the Sandalwood Saints. Bottom of the 10th inning. Showing bunt here, gets it down. He'll take the out at first, and Williams into scoring position. Came off the base, they check on him at second. And he's back safely, took an aggressive turn. Dublin Warren made the throw over and tried to get him out. Sack bunt from Bysham. Tavern Blanchett drove in 2 runs back in the 4th. The winning run on second right here. Time called as we're having a visit out on the mound. Brian Adkins talking with his guys. One out, winning run on second. Blanchett at the plate, Tony Romeo on deck. First pitch swinging, shot back towards the mound. Rodriguez, underhand toss to first, 2 away. And now it's on the sophomore, Anthony Romeo. Winning run 90 feet away. Can he get it done? Williams, the runner on third. Romeo into the right-handed batter's box. Rodriguez delivers. Outside for ball 1. Romeo is 1 for 3 with a single. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Good frame there from Albornez. 50-50 on the black. Got the call. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike on the night's second baseman. He had a big-time 2-run single against Columbia, which played the winning run last week. Can he do it again? Takes down and in, 3-1. Hitters count. Aiden Benechek is on deck. If you're Rodriguez, you don't have to give him a good pitch here. You got 2 bases open. The only man that matters is the runner on third. No other base runners really change anything at this point of the game. Romeo pops this one foul and out of play. Count is full, 3-2. 2 outs and the winning run on third base. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, and that ball is down and right. Romeo walks it off. The Creekside Knights take down Windermere in extras. When the Knights need it most, a 3-2 count with 2 outs, the winning run on third. The sophomore delivers. How about that? The Knights will be back at Jackie Robinson Ballpark tomorrow, their second top 10 win in 2 days. And what a win it was for the Creekside Knights. That will do it for our coverage today. From Daytona Beach, I am Noah Schlick signing off, saying see you next time on Schlick Sports.